Hello, this is Mr. K's, and we are finishing up 6.1b. 6.1b. We've been talking about the rise of Rome, how Rome was ruled. They took democracy from the Greeks, cultural diffusion, but they put a twist to it. Instead of direct democracy, it was indirect democracy. It was a republic with representatives that were elected. They had a group of lawmakers called a senate for the higher mucky mucks, and then tribunes for the poorer folks. They even had the ability to have a dictator if there was a crisis for only 6 months, and then he had to step down. Rome, as you see on the slide here, spreads its power, and they're going to lock horns with a North African outpost called Carthage. It's an old Phoenician outpost, and we're going to talk about the Punic Wars today. Now, the word Punic comes from Latin. It means Phoenician. About 2,600 years ago, you'd have the Punic War. The first Punic War was where the island of Sicily, you know, the boot of Italy, it's kicking a soccer ball. Well, the soccer ball is Sicily. Sicily had grain-growing regions. And the first Punic War was when Rome, with its growing population, needed more food. So they took Sicily away from Carthage. That was the first Punic War. The second one is the interesting one. This is where Carthage is going to attack Rome. Carthage is going to attack Rome. And the key figure here that you have to remember for the regions is a gentleman by the name of Hannibal. Hannibal grew up hating Rome. His dad fought against Rome, and he taught his son to hate Rome. And he raised his hand and he said, "I will always raise my sword against Rome." He became a great Carthaginian general, and he attacks Rome, get this, with 60 battle elephants. He doesn't attack them from the south, he attacks them from the back door. They never expected it, from the north. And we'll see on a map where the route was. But it was a 10-year fight. And in this fight, Hannibal is able to decimate a lot of the Roman armies. He was a better tactician. And the battle elephants, they scared the Romans because they had no clue what they were. After about 10 years, he's going to have to retreat because Carthage is attacked, and he has to leave the boot of Italy to go back and defend his homeland. Now, in this fight, an important general, Roman general Scipio, attacks Carthage. He's the guy who attacks Carthage, because they couldn't get rid of Hannibal for about 10 years. They never made it to Rome. It was so fortified, but he created havoc up and down the boot of Italy. He's got this great plan of attacking Carthage so Hannibal would leave the peninsula. It worked. So in the Second Punic War, we see a surprise here with Hannibal attacking. Now, the Third Punic War is where Rome invades with a huge legion, and they lay waste to Carthage. They destroy it. And the people that weren't slaughtered become slaves of Rome. 50,000 slaves came back in chains to Rome. Now, the population of Rome is going to swell by that many people. So Rome is going to defeat Carthage. They conquer other tribes in the eastern Mediterranean as well as the western Mediterranean, as far east as Macedonia and Turkey and Greece, and they conquer all of the Mediterranean. Rome controls the Mediterranean region. So I want to show you this map of Carthage attacking Rome. They came over from here, hit Cartagena, and then went up. Elephants that way. That's right, Mr. K's. Elephants go here. They crossed the Pyrenees, which is a large mountain range, and it's snow-capped, and some of the elephants fell off the side of the mountain and they died of the cold, came into the valley here of Gaul, ancient France, crossed the Alps again. So most of those 60 elephants died on the way. There's only a few that were left. And Hannibal comes down and is able to win victory after victory. And then when he sees Carthage is attacked, he takes off and heads back. That's the Second Punic War. Well, I'm out of time. I've crossed the Mediterranean, I've crossed the Pyrenees and the Alps. you'll see me down the way, maybe down the road or over the Alps. This is Mr. K's. I'm out.